Decimal notation. After today's lesson, you should be able to write fractions with denominators of 10 and 100 as decimals. So our vocabulary words today are tenths place, that's the first place to the right of the decimal, and hundredths place, that's the second place to the right of the decimal. So let's take a look at this decimal right here. It makes sense to me when I think of money. So $2.34. So to remember what place the different numbers are in, I think of what sort of bill or coin I would need to make that place. For instance, if I'm trying to make $2, I need two $1 bills. So that's the ones place. If I'm trying to make 34 cents, the 3 stands for 30 cents. To make 30 cents, I would need 3 dimes. 3 dimes. So a dime is 10 cents. How many dimes would I need to make a dollar? What part of $1 are dimes? I'd need 10 of them, so they are a tenth. So dimes, because it takes 10 of them to make a dollar, dimes are in the tenths place. Now to make 4 cents, I'd need pennies. So I'd need 4 pennies. How many pennies does it take to make a dollar? It takes 100. So because it takes 100 pennies to make a dollar, each penny is 1/100th of a dollar. So that means that is the hundredths place right there. So we've got tenths right here where the 3 is, and hundredths right here where the 4 is. So if we look back at our definition, the tenths place is the first place to the right of the decimal. That's where the dimes are, because each dime is a tenth. The hundredths place is the second place to the right of the decimal. That's where the pennies are, because each penny is 100th of a dollar. Okay? So, let's go down to our steps. To write fractions with denominators of 10 or 100 as decimals, step 1, say the fraction out loud. Step 2, write the numerator so that it ends in the place value of the denominator. None of that makes sense yet, but let's try it out. So, put these examples in your notes. Write 4/100ths as a decimal. So I'm going to say the fraction out loud, 4/100ths. Now I'm going to write the 4 in the hundredths place. I need to end the 4 in the hundredths. I know that the hundredths is the pennies place, so that's the dimes, that would be the pennies. The 4 has to be here. If there's a blank spot, I have to fill in with a 0. So 4/100ths is written with 4 in the hundredths place. That's how you do it. Let's try this next one. I'm going to say it out loud. 3/10ths. I need to put 3 in the tenths place. I know the tenths place is the dimes. It's the first place to the right. So that's it. 0.3. With all decimals, you can put zeros before the decimal, and lots of times people do. So for 400ths, it could be 0.04, or for 3/10ths, it could be 0.3. That doesn't change anything, putting the 0 in front. So that's it. That's how you do it. If it's hundredths, you write the number so that it ends in the second place after the decimal. If it's tenths, you write it so that it ends in the first place after the decimal. Other things that you're going to need to know how to do. You're going to need to know where those numbers are on a number line. Okay, so last example to put into your notes. Show 400ths and 3/10ths on a number line. This one is easier because this number line I chose is split into tenths. So 3/10ths is right there. It's the 3 in the tenths place, the 3 in that first spot after the decimal. This one's a little bit harder. 4/100ths. because this number line is only split into 10 sections, it's only split into tenths. So I need to split it into more sections. I need 100 sections. That means I need 10 more sections between each of these numbers, so that I would have 10 here, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 sections. Now 4 100ths would end up being right in the first section. Okay, you'll see why. I'm going to enlarge this. 4 100ths would be in this first section. Told you I need to divide each of these into 10. So I need 5 on each side. 1, 2, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. And I need 5 on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would be 10 total. Okay, so here's my 10 sections. If I split all of the sections into 10, I'd have 100 sections altogether. And 4 100ths would be the fourth one. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be this one right here. So 4 100ths is right there. Let's shrink it back down, see where it ended up. Okay. So 4 100ths, once again, is right there. 58 100ths. Would be after 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and I'd have to split this section into 8, so it'd be about right there. That would be about where 58 100ths is. Okay? All right. So it's time for your quick check problem. Write 24 100ths, 9 tenths, and 7 100ths as decimals. See you at the next station.